Welcome once more to Kwankyewaa's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I want to say a very warm welcome to you. Today I'm sharing with you my cheesecake recipe. Yes, everybody that has tried this cheesecake tells me how amazing it is. I can judge myself, so I hope you try it so you will also tell me how it is. I made this earlier today. I am having friends over any minute from now, and that is going to be for dessert. So I am sharing that with you, and I really hope you enjoy it and you try it. Okay, for this recipe, you will need butter, some vanilla extract. I also have 4 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese, 4 eggs, these are large eggs, lemon, white sugar, some Graham Cracker Crumbs, and some flour. This is 2 tablespoons of flour, and I will explain why I'm using that. We'll be baking our cheesecake in a springform pan, and that is the required pan for making your cheesecake. And so I've engaged the latch, and now I'm going to wrap my pan in aluminum foil. I do this because for the longest time I used to bake cheesecakes, and it always came out delicious, but it will crack on the surface. And I looked up ways to prevent my cheesecake from cracking, and I found out if I put it in a water bath, it would not crack. And for you to put your cheesecake in a water bath, you want to wrap it so you are not going to end up with your crust or your entire cake soaking up the water. So I always wrap it with 3 layers of aluminum foil, and this is the second, so 1 more layer and it's done. Yeah, I know it's a lot of hard work, but I know from experience that this is what works for me. And you could try for the first time to do it without the water bath, and if it works for you, perfect, then you can omit this part. So now we are going to start making the crust for our cake, and we are going to measure 1.5 cups of graham cracker crumbs. You could use regular graham crackers and just pulse it in your food processor blender, put it in a Ziploc and pound it, whichever way. But I go the easy way with this, and I buy the crumbs. And now I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar, and I'm also going to melt 1/3 cup of butter, and these 3 will come together to make our crust. So our butter is melted and it's in here now, and I'm going to mix everything. Some recipes call for salt, but I tend to think adding salt to the crust make it too salty for me. So you may try this first, or you could add some salt to this, but for me this works perfectly. And now I'm going to transfer my mixture into my springform pan and press it down. So I'm spreading it, and I'm only getting my crust on the bottom. You could press it towards the sides to have some crust on the sides, but for some reason I've come to like it this way more. If you look at my Instagram post, you would see others that I had my crust on the side as well. But now this is how I do it. So anyway, we have 4 blocks of cream cheese in our mixer now. I've added 1 cup of sugar, and now I am going to use my KitchenAid to beat on low until everything is smooth and well mixed up. And so now it's looking creamy and smooth, and I should have added that the cream cheese was at room temperature, and that allows it to be well mixed without lumps or anything like that. And just look at this, it's perfect now. And I'm going to start adding in my eggs now. So I'm adding my eggs one at a time so that you don't have it runny and lumpy. You want a very beautiful texture. So this is how to attain it. You have to be patient. And I'll add the next egg, let it mix. And I'll do the same with the next two. And now I'm going to add my flour, and I'm adding this flour. It's not part of most cheesecake recipes. I normally wouldn't, but I found out that since I like to put my lemon juice in there, it's better to add some flour. Just the 2 tablespoons is all you need to balance out the moisture in the cake, so it's not, gonna be wet or too runny. And now I am zesting my lemon. It is one whole lemon. I love lemons. You should know that by now. And I'm going to add the entire zest of one lemon and then the juice as well. So I'm adding the juice of half of the lemon because it was a big one, not the entire lemon. And now I'm going to add some vanilla extract. This is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And our mixture is all done at this point. Beautiful texture, and you can see the lemon zest in there. It's not lumps, it's just the lemon zest. And now I've transferred everything into my pan over the crust, like you saw, very gently so as not to disturb the crust. So now I'm going to place my pan in a baking sheet, and I'll add some water to it to fill like halfway. And I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven. My oven is preheated to 325 degrees, and I'll be baking for an hour. And so this water bath is to ensure that your cake doesn't crack. And look at this. After the full hour, our cake is good. It's perfectly baked. No cracks. Yes, that's what this water bath does to your cake. And it looks beautiful. And so I actually let it sit in the oven after it was baked. I let it sit there for a whole hour without, bringing it out or touching it. I just turned it off. And now I set it out for an extra half hour to perfectly cool. And now it is going in the fridge for at least 6 hours before you cut through. So my friends came, we had dinner, and after we ate, we had our dessert. So this is my friend doing the honors, taking everything off and getting the cake ready for all of us. So you undo the latch just like Edwige is doing right here, and that gives you room for you to take this off, this part, the side off, to reveal your cheesecake. And is that not beautiful? And to get it completely off the base, we are using a spatula to go all the way around, like halfway through the width of the cake and all around. And then that allowed us to just transfer it onto this plate. And now we have decorated or garnished with some berries. And now we are going to cut it up so everybody can have a slice. I really wish it wasn't so dark, so you would have seen how beautiful it is, the colors. But it's like almost 10 p.m. when we finally decided to have dessert. We had so much to eat. And so look at this now. Is this not gorgeous? Just so beautiful. Homemade, totally from scratch. And I'm not even a baker. So this to me is amazing. And everybody that has tried it loves it. So I really hope you give this a try. Try it so that by the coming holidays you would have perfected it and you can make this for your friends and family. So until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.